Here we have a systems of equations problem. It's a weird one, but it helps us train on how to write equations for a system and then how to solve the system. The question is, there are 13 animals in the barn. Some are chickens and some are pigs. I'm going to stop right there and try to record what that means in math language. I have 13 animals. Some are chickens, some are pigs. It's asking me how many of each animal are there, so that means I don't know yet. So I'm going to let C represent the number of chickens in this situation, and I'm going to let P represent the number of pigs in this situation. So C plus P equals 13. And I might check myself and just say, okay, what if it was 10 chickens and 3 pigs? Would that work? So 10 plus 3, 13. I just want to make sure that what I write as an equation makes sense and matches what is presented in the problem. Now I'm told there are 40 legs in all. So since I've already told you this is systems of equations, you can guess that I'm going to need another equation. So I have some kind of other total, 40, and it's going to be equal to something. So it's the total number of legs. Okay, so for my chickens, that C represents how many ever number of chickens there are in this barn. And each chicken has 2 legs. So I'm thinking if I say 2 legs times how many ever chickens I have, 2 times 10 chickens or 2 times 3 chickens or whatever it is, 2 legs times how many chickens will give me part of that total number of legs. Okay, what about pigs? Pigs have 4 legs. We're making that assumption in this problem that each of these pigs has 4 legs. So we will say 4 times P, so that 2 legs times however many chickens I have plus 4 legs times how many ever pigs I have would give me a total of 40 legs. Now I'm thinking that makes sense, although it's a very weird problem. Okay, now I can't solve for C or P here or here because I have 2 variables. So something's going to have to change. So I believe it would be easier for me to change this. And what I mean is I need C equals something or P equals something. So I think I'll get C equals something. So what I would have to do here is take away P from both sides, right? Let me adjust my formatting. I'm going to take away P from both sides. So minus P, and then over here, minus P. That's just an inverse operation to get rid of it over here, so that down here, I'm going to have 13 minus P is equal to C. And that makes sense because 13 total animals minus however many pigs I have is going to give me the number of chickens I have. 13 total minus the number of pigs gives me the number of chickens. Okay, so I have that. Now, why did I rewrite that in a different form? The reason is now I have C, just C is equal to this, and I am going to use substitution. I'm going to take 13 minus P and put it right there, right there for C, because C is 13 minus P in this system. So I can sub it in right there. So let's come over here to this one. Let me extend this, format a little bit for us. Okay. Say, okay, 40 is equal to 2 times C. But now what do I know C is? C is 13 minus P. So I literally substituted this for C. And then don't forget to add the 4P, bring that down. So I didn't change anything, I just took C and substituted in 13 minus P. Now the beauty of this is now I only have one variable, so I'm going to distribute it here. Now I'm going to combine like terms. I have to leave 26 alone, but negative 2P and positive 4P leaves me with positive 2P. I'm going to subtract 26 from both sides. And I'm left with 14 equals 2P. So then, of course, P is equal to 7. Now, when I do these, I always like to check and make sure everything works out. So what was P again? It was the number of pigs. So if I have 7 pigs, and remember, it was a total of 13 animals, that means I have 6 chickens. So first of all, does that work out? 7 plus 6 gives me 13. But I also need to make sure this weird legs equation works out. So if I have 6 chickens, that's 12 legs. And if I have 7 pigs at 4 legs apiece, 7 times 4 is 28. So again, I took 6 and put it right there. 2 times 6 is 12. I took P as 7, put that right there. And so I have 12 chicken legs, 28 pig's legs, and that gives me a total of 40 legs. And I know that I solved this correctly. And when you practice these, you're going to get to see the answers on this form. You're going to have the link for what I'm showing here. So you can check your answers. But of course, remember, you will be showing your work to solve these systems.